Hi everybody, this is Joe. I'm here to do a video on narcissistic personality disorder. And this particular video, I made this video because this is something that I could understand, for all those who are going through this type of abuse or have already been through this type of abuse, and for even those who out there who've been through this abuse, but sometimes, they kind of still wondering on what happened, or, it could probably still affect you, affect you in a certain type of way or so. And that is the discard phase, and trying to understand the discard phase and trying to, cope with the discard phase on what happening. And going through something like this, like I mentioned in a lot of my videos, this is the most horrible phase, that anyone could ever experience, with a narcissist. And this, a lot of people who not aware of narcissistic abuse, they don't understand what this is. There's many of people out there who probably don't even know what a discard phase is, because everybody who awakened to narcissistic abuse, we all know the terminology and the analogy as far as, narcissistic and the language and the speech of all types of narcissistic analogy and terminology. And that being said, this is not a ordinary breakup. This is not an ordinary relationship where two people, break up or so. This is not what this is. This is not the feeling that anyone will feel in a healthy relationship. Even though you could be, in a healthy relationship, and there could be someone who, they could be toxic, they could be in the wrong or so, but they're still a person with a heart. Some people, in a healthy relationship, you have some people, they know they done wrong, but they could come to you and apologize, or they could make changes. They could connect to you emotionally, and it's easy. It's a lot easy to forgive someone who like that, and you could work some out with someone that's like that, who willing to throw away all their dirty deeds or anything they had done towards you. Just being considerate and sincere towards your emotions or your feelings, or trying to be the better person in a relationship. With a narcissist, this is not any type of capabilities from a narcissist dealing with them in this kind of relationship. A narcissist, anyone who deal with a narcissist, all the horrible things of dealing with a narcissist, especially being in a relationship with a narcissist, or having a relationship with the narcissist, even if it's just a friendship. Or I could somewhat pertain this to anybody with family members or so. Or being in a relationship with a narcissist, you will see a side, of a narcissist, this particular person, as far as being selfish, self-centered, inconsiderate, always self-praising, everything revolves around them, life draining as far as taking energy from you, and always, a person who always act before they think. They always take actions and ask questions later. And, you're probably catching yourself always clean up the mess after this person, always trying to fix things. You're the one always trying to, put things in order or so. What happened in this situation where you in this relationship where you feel like you was at your best because this person gave you all this flattery and uplifted you in the idealist phase when you first got with them, and they made you feel good about yourself being with this person because they was the happiest person as far as them being with you and all that stuff, and they try to give you all this flattery and all this stuff. Anyone know what it is to to be in the idealist phase with a narcissist know exactly what I'm talking about. And then all of a sudden what happened as everything goes smooth as planned and you figure that you so happen to have found your soulmate, all of a sudden the attention starts shifting elsewhere. You start to notice you have to struggle and fight even more to get this person's attention or get your point across. You start to feel like in comparison with other people, you start to feel that you losing your self-worth. The narcissist will come off as far as not giving you any credit for all the good work you had done. They start to put you down. They start to try to make you feel you're not enough. And most of the time what happens is that you feel like you have to run to this person to get their approval, and you feel in a lot of ways about yourself as far as their treatment have rubbed off on you, as far as you feeling so empty in the inside. You don't feel like you're connected or in touch with the brighter side of you, your worthiness, that good spirit that you had. It's all, it feel like it's all gone, or it feel like it all being devalued because of this person. It's one person you're dealing with in your life that made all these changes and turnarounds within you. And I could even say in your life, as far as your situation, this could be whatever your situation is with this narcissist. All these big major changes and turnaround in this road that just seem like it's leading to places that you're not familiar with, or torment, misery, and depression dealing with this person. And what happened is that you with this person isolated, you isolated from reality, isolated from society, and you feel like you're losing it. You feel like you're losing everything. You feel like everything is crumbling before you, and you feeling like you're trying to keep grip of what you have left. But it seems like at this point everything's slipping away. You may be going through something outside of this narcissist, but it puts you in more depression as far as whatever you're going through, because you have this narcissistic person in your life that's even pulling you down even more. And what happened at this situation, you at your lowest point, and you could be at your weakest point. And this, at this time that the narcissists don't find you attractive anymore. And, I really don't really mean this physically. In some cases, it can be physically, but when I say attractive, as far as their meaning of attraction, which is narcissistic fuel. At this time, you becoming this low fuel for the narcissist, and the only fuel they feeding right now is off your misery and off your pain. It's the only thing. So as far as whatever your value is, as far as the fuel they're getting out of you, as far as narcissistic supply, that could run low. So at this point, the only thing they may be getting out of you is all the put downs they're putting you through, and they see you, miserable. So this growing the negative strength in them. So now they start to feel more superior, more powerful, and more dominant, in control of their situation with you. So what happened is that they start to go out and look for new narcissistic supply, new fuel. So they always got to keep people, they always got to, keep people at their feet, making themselves, as far as when I say themselves, the narcissist, making them making themselves feel uplifted. So this is why they do this, So one could never be enough. And I'm really saying this as far as your situation and your case. So they go out and they start to do a lot of things as far as going and get a lot of narcissistic supply and fuel from other people. This is why they cheat. This is why they dishonest. This is why they lie and every other thing that anybody know about a narcissist. And so what happened once they start to get the hype and once they start to feed off all this fuel, and they already made a lot of plans or so, behind your back. And once they lock their new narcissistic supply in, a higher high, a higher fuel, this where the part on your behalf that the rug gets snatched up from up underneath you unexpectedly. This the part where you start to notice that, subconsciously, that everything coming to an end, because now you start to know that the narcissist is letting go, and you start to feel an abandoned feeling, and you start to notice the narcissist start to be more cold-hearted, and the narcissist, they don't care to compromise with you at this point. And the more you try to work something out with the narcissist, the more the narcissist push you away. Not, being insensitive to anything that you feeling or whatever you went through. And so what happened, at this point when you just get discarded, it's nothing you could say or nothing you could do to try to get the narcissist to come back to themselves, to try to rekindle this toxic relationship that you try to hold on to so tough to try to make things right. It's like you're not bringing the narcissist to that point anymore. At this point, the narcissist don't want to be bothered with you. You're nerve wracking and all them different things or so, and you feeling more and more rejected at this point. So all that being said, I really discussed all that because it helps someone understand on what is happening to you and what you are going through in this narcissistic situation. So that being said, and now that, to anyone out there, they in the discard phase. So now, it's here. The discard phase is, there's some people who probably wonder they in the discard phase. There's some already know they are in it. For some who don't know they in the discard phase, and they wonder if this a discard, it's because the signs you will see and you probably will know as far as you seeing signs of you being in discard phase, you're not getting no type of response from the narcissist, no type of reply. You don't hear from them for days or weeks. And the narcissist, they every time you talk to them, they very negative, or they shoot you down. They say harsh words to you, and they just leave it at that closure. They leave your mind. They leave you in that messed up state of mind, and they're not coming back for anything. The narcissist, they may end up, when you text them, they're not responding to your text messages. They teasing your emotions. They may try to make you, just because you feeling the way you feeling, and you just trying to come to an understanding or anything, the narcissist may try to turn around and make you try to psychologically make you feel like you bothering them, and they not bothering you, and they will come off as, why you talking to me, or why you bothering me, why you here, why you keep calling me, and this is the part where you could feel rejected. This I'm just naming some of these things as far as you knowing that this this is a discard phase, or becoming into the discard phase. And for those who out there, they probably already know they are in the discard phase. So all that being said, now that the discard phase is here, you sitting back, probably, you just thinking on hours and hours and days that if you ever going to hear back from this narcissist. You probably feel alone right now. You're wondering, day in, day out, night and day, morning and night, what have you done, or, you probably torment your mind thinking on what this person may be doing with their new target or so. I know all these things may be running through your head or so, and you feeling like you can't, push on or move on with life because of this situation, because, you in the feeling of this narcissist, you feeling that the narcissist had dumped you and threw you to the side, and ended the relationship unexpectedly at the time where you try to save the relationship and hold on to everything that you try to rekindle or try to save, and the narcissist just ended. So, at this time, anyone who's dealing with this is at a total loss. And what happened is that, you wondering if you ever hear from this narcissist. You waiting by the phone, and you checking. Some of you may be checking on the social media, seeing they saying anything about you or so. And this is really horrible to go through. So, and to be discarded like this, and your mind is tormented over this narcissist. So, in this video, I'm going to try to help someone out, in this situation, as far as someone who being discarded. So I know right now in this situation, that you probably can't concentrate on anything and everything you do or whatever. Your mind may be on this narcissist. You may feel like you want time to speed up or so. I'm here to tell you in this video that right now what's happening to you is going to be hard. But this is, you have to manage through this. You have to suffer with this. You have to suffer into this pain. You have to suffer into this, because the reason why I say that, because if you try to escape this, or if you try to run from this or get around this, and what I mean by that is whatever source or psychological way that you try to do this, as far as trying to go back to the narcissist, you will not heal properly. A lot of stuff that you are doing or going back to the narcissist because you're trying to find closure, and you're trying to, bring yourself back to reality, as far as, renewing yourself, as far as the way you feel. Because right now what's happening is that you are feeling rejected. You're feeling, it's like your dignity had got violated. You just feel like you got tossed to the side or so. And I'm here to tell you in this video is that all that stuff that happened, everything you tried to do to save that relationship, it would have never came into no type of closure of happiness where you will walk off into the sunset with this narcissist. The narcissist is never satisfied with anything. The narcissist, they did everything they had done to you so they could fuel off of you from your negative energy, also from your good energy. That's what makes them feel good regardless. The narcissists have to do this with people. So that being said, it's actually something was wrong with this person. You've been manipulated, you've been lied to, and this person wasn't out for the right thing in that relationship. You actually did your part as far as did self-honesty from the heart towards this narcissist, even though you know that this narcissist is a toxic person and they're not loyal, but it's just a situation you in as far as you being a healthy person. You could connect emotionally, and to all the healthy people out there, y'all could connect emotionally to people. the narcissist is incapable of this. So they the one who made you feel that it was something wrong with you when all along there was nothing wrong with you. So for anyone who probably sitting back trying to find closure on anything, wondering what they did wrong, probably thinking back on if they could turn back the hands of time, and if they could just not said this and not, or not done that, maybe this wouldn't have happened. I'm here to let you know that you do not need to be in that relationship. What's happening now to you and what you're going through, it's going to be hard, but you got to make it through this. Make it through this all the way. There's a saying I want to say to out there that listening to this video, they're going through what they're going through, is to always remember this. It's better to suffer without the narcissist and without being in a relationship with the narcissist than to die in the hands and in the situation and being diminished by the narcissist. You're better off in this situation. For all the times that you probably wondering what's happening as far as the narcissist, if you ever mean anything to them, all it was to them is narcissistic. All it was to them was narcissistic supply. All it was to them is just fuel. That's all anyone will ever mean to the narcissist. The narcissist love no one but themselves. So don't let all the things that you may hear about their new target, do not let all that fool you. It will not last. And what I mean by that, narcissists always get bored. They always have to fuel from something. You ain't going to hear a whole lot what's going on with the target, with their new target or so, but most of the time, a lot of people would like to make things look good on the outside, but everything in the inside is torn apart and miserable. The target will actually go through the same things that you had went through. So hopefully this video will help someone out. So remember, people, to keep your heart shielded and your minds protected. And thank you very much for watching this video. And I'll be talking to you the next video. Thank you very much and have a good day.